We're taking a look at the 200 US Pro Tools roller cabinet and top box. The one that I've got here was £150 plus £12.99 from Tool Club via Amazon. It is Friday the 5th of the 5th 2017. I just must say that the toolbox from the Tool Club arrived a week ahead of the estimated delivery time. There we go, that's the US Pro-tools 200 roller cabinet and top box. Now there's lots of these cabinets about, various makes and manufacturers, around about the same sort of price, and they are intended for domestic use. If you filled that roller cabinet up with heavy tools and started carting around left, right and centre, I don't know how long it would last. The construction of it is fairly good, but there's a lot of these cabinets about somewhere between 150 and £200. They are intended for domestic purposes. When you're looking at them, one of the things that you need to bear in mind particularly are the depth of the drawers. You'll find that a lot of these cabinets, in actual fact, will come with 6 drawers in the top, so that's 2 rows of 3, a shallow drawer and a deeper drawer. Some of them will come with 3 shallow and a deeper drawer, but invariably most of them you will find these drawer depths at the top for the 6 and for the 1 shallow are anywhere between 37 and 35 millimeters deep. Now, depending on what you want to store in these cabinets, if you look here, we have a fairly typical socket. This socket is 45 millimeters in depth, so it's not a particularly big socket. In a lot of these cabinets, this socket would not fit in any of the 6 small or the narrow drawers. The drawers on the 200 Pro Tools cabinet are 54 deep. Yeah, that's all of them at the top are all 54 deep, no problem at all. And if you're anything like me, you want to keep these sorts of odd sockets and what have you fairly close to the top. So you need to figure out the usefulness, and I've looked at Hilker and Sealy and a lot of the other economy cabinets, and as I say, they come up between 35 and 37 millimeters deep on the top. The other thing about this with dealing with Tool Club, when this first turned up a week ahead of schedule, the top box had obviously been jumped on by the courier and was distorted. A couple of photos to Tool Club. No problem, they exchanged it and I had a replacement within a few days. Right, we're back. Sorry about that, slight interruption. Okay, so as I say, bear in mind the depth of the drawers at the top of a lot of these, because I would find for a lot of purposes, the ones that have 6 drawers on the top, yeah, and they look very nice, but their practicality as to what you can store in them is actually limited, so bear that in mind. Right, so here we have, it's fairly substantial. This one is the special edition, which is obviously white with black drawers. I'd quite happily accept black with white drawers, to be quite honest with you, but they do them in other colours, red, blues and what have you. I did and ah a little bit over getting this one because of the colour, but at the time it was the only one that they had. So there you go. Comes with the heavy duty casters that you have to fit yourself. I mean, it's a 5-minute job, bolts through the bottom, 2 locking casters on one side, 2 solid casters on the other. The locking casters obviously swivel if you do need to move the thing about. Substantial drawers, the thing's fairly well built. I've not really started loading it up yet. The drawer action is very good. As you can see, the drawers come just about all the way out, which again is a great advantage. A lot of these cabinets, the drawers don't come all the way out, which can be a pain. Comes with a supplied handle, which I'm not going to fit because I'm going to keep this static, because the time it's full of tools I'm not going to want to be carting it about. And it also comes with a little clip-on tray that you can put on the side should you so wish. All the drawers come with liners. They're not bad. Obviously, I don't know how long they would last, but they're a reasonable thickness. And just as a point of interest, I will reline all these drawers myself. And I'll just take you over here just for a moment. What I tend to line drawers with is a very thin corded carpet. It's not much thicker than the liners that are actually in those drawers, but it lasts forever. Can of spray adhesive, cut it to size, bit of spray on the back, fit them. This carpet has been in this toolbox for, well, since it was new, and this box is 20 odd years old. It's seen a lot of use. So back to this one. Obviously, locking cabinets, if you do need to lock them. The top one, when the lid goes down, it actually locks the drawers, and I will actually release that little locking bar at the back so that I can open the drawers without needing to open the lid. Again, the box isn't going to be carted around anywhere, so it will be static in the workshop. Fairly substantial at the top, pretty solid. It's a reasonable gauge of metal. I mean, you could bend it probably with one-handed. The other thing to bear in mind about these cabinets is that they all look a lot bigger in the photos than they actually are. You know, you're not talking about a huge floor standing snap-on unit here. This comes well, rib height on me. Again, with the Tool Club, they do actually have on the advert all the measurements of the thing, including all the drawers, which again is very convenient. Some don't give you all the measurements. Can't remember exactly what it was, but I think overall it's 40 odd inches tall. As a piece of kit for the workshop, I think I could have done a lot worse. So watch out for your dimensions, watch out for your sizes. Even with some of the better known makes, check the drawer depths and the usability. So 200 US Pro Tools, roller cabinet and top box. Hope this was of help to you all.